back with another video. Today, we got to talk about some hard truths, some facts. You know, what's going on in this country. It's upsetting to see how things are just unfolding, man. You know, people are crashing out, acting like I don't know what is the problem. But I mean, you know, truth be told, people are they up to their neck in debt, man. They're up to here. Some of them here, they're underwater. They can't afford the house, the car, the lifestyle, but they still trying to keep up with the Joneses. Don't you know the Joneses, they pay all their stuff off, right? All this stuff is paid off. But we still out here trying to keep up with them. I remember I was riding, I used to always ride by, there was a daycare that I, close by where I live. I ride by that daycare a lot on my way to work. If I take that way, I can go the other way, but if I took that way, you know, I ended up riding by this daycare. And I noticed there was, you know, even in the evening time, when nobody else was there, daycare's closed. There was a nice car, bro. That junk was hot, sitting out there. So at first I didn't really pay it any attention because it ain't my business. Maybe somebody is staying inside the daycare because they, you know, maybe they work there, but then they probably maybe they have an agreement with the owners or the people that, you know, yeah, you can stay here if you know you don't got anywhere else to stay. Yeah, you can stay here. So that's what I first had thought, because I always see that car parked out there all the time, night and day. The morning when I go to work, at night when I get off, and then even later in the day if I come that way in the evening, on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, damn car's still sitting out here. Then it dawned on me. Anthony Wright, first one up in the house. Good morning, sir. I'm doing well. I hope you are. Appreciate you for, thank you for the like. I hope you subscribe. And appreciate you for that comment. So, like I was saying, I at first I didn't pay any attention because, you know, like I said, I thought that maybe the person worked there, probably didn't have anywhere to stay, and then, you know, so they left the car, they stayed there. The owner, probably somebody said, yeah, well, you could just stay here until you get yourself together. I don't know. I'm not saying that was the case, but I know that I always see that car there. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, nice car too. Big money. That car just sit there. A whole year went by, that car never moved out that same parking spot. I was like, bro, something's up. Something happened to either the owner or they just trying to, like, they ain't taking the car nowhere, like at all. They're not driving it. They're just leaving the car parked at this daycare. And before long, you know, a year ago by, I think it was a year and some change. Now the car is gone. So I said, well, maybe they moved on. Maybe they were just behind on the payments, and then, you know, whoever it was that was owed it said, come get it. Just come get it. Just come get it. I've been in that position. You know what I'm saying? I had a big ticket. I paid my stuff off. It's paid off. Thank you, God. I was so relieved when I finished my payments, right? And it was crazy because when I moved down here, I was at the gas station. This guy comes to me and says, oh, that's a nice truck. You'll pay for it one day. I looked at him. I said, man, this truck been paid for 5 years ago. What are you talking about? See, mind your business. There's more people in here. Good morning to y'all. Ashton Jackson, Cameron. Yo, y'all subscribe if you're not subscribed, man, to the channel. And do me a favor, hit the like button. So right now, like, that's what it is, man. There's a lot of people in these sticky situations, man. You know what I'm saying? Behind trying to keep up with the Joneses, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we got, as an adult at a certain age, you gotta just kind of like cut your losses and stuff. And I mean, you know, if you feel like you want to carry that weight, you know what I'm saying, and that stress, you know, it still might be the same outcome, man. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get it off the plate, man. You know what I'm saying? And lighten your load. Ain't no point of trying to keep up with the Joneses. Why fake it? If you can't afford the lifestyle, if you can't afford the car, if you can't afford the house, you know, move back in with a family member. Tell them people, come get that car. You know what I'm saying? Take some of the stress off your life. If you still got 60 months to go when you're in a 72 month and it don't look like you keeping up as is, bruh, stop trying to hide the vehicle. They're going to find it eventually, right? You can't front for too long because eventually you're going to be financially embarrassed out here looking crazy, right? Either go get you a second job. You know what I'm saying? It's the hard truth that people don't want to face, right? And ain't nobody got no money to lend to people, so you don't put yourself in a situation as it is. Like, you really need to be trying to figure out what's your next move. Hello? Yeah, come on, get it. Well, pack up and go ahead and just, you know, when I used to do work as a vendor for property management, bank-owned assets, and I used to go around to, you know, take care of the properties, make sure the grass was cut, plow the snow. In the event that, you know, a realtor was going to show the house, you know, nobody lived there. It's a house is on the bank's books. I'm working hard for the money, sir. You right about that. So these bank assets, I would go and there would be people still living in a house that's already foreclosed. On the list of the houses that I would have to go to would tell me if it was pre-foreclosed, how far along it was in the foreclosure process. If it was foreclosed on, pre-foreclosed, if there was still in probate, it will all come up in the thing. So I knew, and I will also get an alert that if there are people on the property, take pictures and convey that information to the people, you know? And there were times I used to have to go, and I was ordered to go do an eviction, right? Because they already lost the house. It's just still there. Then the lawyer says we can still maintain and stay on the property. You know, it's so heartbreaking to see that, but it's happened to so many people, and it's happening right now to so many people, and they're real hush-hush about it, right? Once you miss one or two payments or something, you fall behind, the bank is starting the foreclosure process ASAP, right? They quickly trying to get that asset back on their balance sheet, you know? And same thing with cars, man. These vehicles, man. You can't hold on to it. And then, you know, like, oh, well, I'm going to refinance. They don't even want to refinance. They say either pay us all the money that you owe, because after a while, you got to pay, not catch up on the payment. Give us all the money that you owe, or just turn it in, because at this point, it's stolen. Then they say it's stolen because you still got it registered to yourself, right? You still got tags on it. But at that point, it's not your property, right? And the repo man is looking for you. You know what I'm saying? He trying to figure out all your family members. He gonna ride by their house. You know what I'm saying? Once he find out where you work, you're gonna be riding by your job, because some people want to try to leave it at the job. You know, hey man, you know what's up with your car? I'm having some domestic. I don't want to, you know, nobody vandalize my car, so I'm gonna leave it here. Just tell the truth, man. I'm behind on my payments, man. They coming, they looking, they looking for it. You know, that's the hard truth, but it's, you know, some people don't want to face it. And I've been in that situation, bro. I've been in that situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? I had to pay off one of our cars. My truck was paid for with my old lady. Her car was still, you know, and it was in my name. It wasn't in her name. It was in my name. That's late payments and all that. At least I, you know, finally had the money to pay it all off. I said, how much? Send me that letter because I need that letter that I paid that car off. You know what I'm saying? Because it was in my name. It wasn't, you know. Now I was gonna just, you know, I was too far along in the loan to say, you know, come get it. That's just money lost. I don't even drive the damn thing. It's not even mine. That's my old lady car. Shit. Only where her name is at is on the insurance. She ain't on the she ain't signed for this. I ain't had no cosigner. I went down there. I ain't need no cosigner. Blase blah. I ain't put no money down. They approved me for it. It was a birthday gift for her. She got the car, but she ain't making their payments. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to keep up with my Chevy. So I finally paid it off. Then, you know, after so many late payments and all this other crap, I got around to paying hers off because I was like, man, I'm tired of this, man. I'm ready to blow this thing up, bro. I'm ready to just blow it up. Blow it up and get it out my name. You know what I'm saying? Keep it fully covered. It's the God's honest truth. So there's a lot right now, man. People gotta make some real hard decisions, man. What you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? I mean, you know, if you turn it in, you can voluntarily turn it in. That's like a, you know, I mean, that would be the smart thing to do, right? Go ahead, tell them, look, man, I know y'all looking for the car. Tents ain't good because they know the plate. They probably got tracking on it, so don't think they can't get to it, right? Some people don't went up underneath the hood and took the tracking device out of there, so you gonna find it. But still, man, you know, it's sad to see that this is, you know, hardworking Americans, and I give it to people. They're hardworking Americans, man. Hardworking, whatever you are, right? And then you wind up losing all that stuff you work hard for. But I think you put yourself out there trying to take on these big bills, man, because I wouldn't even do it. I wouldn't even do it. That's a little too much. That's too much. But I'm gonna tell you, you know how many people that I've helped? I got a good heart. You know how many people I've helped make their car payments that they couldn't make them, right? Oh, you out here paying cars, people car notes. No, that were close to me, that were in a bind. I helped them out. I've done that a few times for people. You know what I'm saying? I've done that quite a few times. I ain't out here paying people car notes. It was just people that were close to me at a point when they needed some help. And you know what? I got you. I don't think I ever seen the money back either. But I wasn't worried about that. I mean, it was just the fact that I did that noble, charitable act that in life I'll get rewarded for that. You know, that's why I say I'm blessed and I'm highly favored because you know what? It's a blessing to be able to be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you think about that, man. Yo, you guys, you know, lighten your load if you got too much on your plate, man. It's the smartest thing you can do. All right? It's your boy Swizzy. I got to get back to work. So I'm here with the boys. So, do me a favor, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Leave me a comment. Robinson Go 2633 says hello. Urquash. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for checking in. Thank you for the likes. And let's just keep a positive attitude, man. You know, these are things that can be replaced. It's very easy to build your credit back up, but you know, going out buying big ticket items when you know you already got a lot on your plate, it's never a smart thing to do. The younger people, you know, they got more energy to, you know what I'm saying, to fight this. You get older, you get up in age and stuff, you know, you start getting around your 40s and 50s and up and stuff like that. Shame on you, you should know better. Shame on you, man. I know it's all good to still feel like, you know what I'm saying, you could go out and just purchase whatever because they'll approve you. But they know that payment is going to be a steep one. And then they lock you up for 60 months or 70 months and, you know, maybe you should get a scooter, you know?